Hello everyone, I'm coming to you from our lounge room. I've been busy out and about today. Had to get some bits and pieces for our next video. And I had colonics this morning. So for those of you who don't know what colonics is, I suggest you Google it because it could get weird if I tried to explain it. But if you guys do want to know anything about it, let them know. I'm happy to talk about it. It just might be a bit uncomfortable for other people. But anyway, this video, not about colonics. So as you saw by the title, this video is 5 things to love about living abroad. Because a little while back I did 5 challenges of living abroad, and so I thought it only fair to do 5 cool things about living abroad, because let's face it, there is way more than 5 and it's super cool living abroad. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 1 is a controversial one, isn't it? I did blah, 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 and he licks me. A controversial one, the weather. Yes, the weather in the UK. I love it, and I know Ben loves it too. Yeah, sorry, he wants me to scratch his belly. It's not the dark grey days that you think of when you think of the UK, like this kind of the image that you get in your mind. Not those days, because those days really do suck, and they do get those days, don't get me wrong. But it's days like today where it's, I don't even know what it would be, maybe 16 degrees, maybe a bit more, but the sun is shining. It's definitely still like, you know, you'd still wear a jumper or a cardigan, but the sun's out. I had a skirt on all day and I had my havies on, so I probably looked a bit weird to other people, but it is when the sun is out and it's not raining, this place is just beautiful. And then with the weather, the other amazing thing that we've got to experience is 4 seasons when they're meant to be that season. So what I mean is, like when we were here in winter, we got snow, and we got a hell of a lot of snow, and they don't usually get that much snow, but it was amazing. I've been to like Perisher, so for those of you in like Australia, you know what Perisher is. It's the snowy mountains, I suppose, like where you go and have a ski and stuff. But I've never had snow in my everyday life, you know, like having to sit in the car and warm it up for ages, get the ice to melt off your windscreen, and just super cool stuff like that. It was so fun. I think on my Instagram and stuff, Ben and I posted pictures and some videos and that. Hey, can you not do that? Look, camera's rolling. No. 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 Okay. No, now you need to stop too. Sorry, guys. Let's take 2. Okay. Hopefully there won't be any more of the licky licky. No licky licky. No. See that? YouTube's rolling. All right. So yeah, the snow, and then we had an actual hot summer, but it wasn't hot, like super uncomfortable hot like Australia. And then spring, when the flowers bloomed, the grass was green, the trees were like luscious. Oh, it made me, like, for the first time in my life, it made me like really appreciate nature and flowers and trees moving in the breeze and all that amazing stuff that I now think is like one of my priorities for happiness, is being out in nature. So the fact we got to experience that has just been awesome. And then yeah, now autumn, where I'm in, you know, I've got he's going to sleep. I've got a jumper on, but the sun is out. I can put my washing on the line and it'll be dry in a few hours, and it's just so nice. I love being able to walk the dogs when it's not like stinking hot, and it's not too hot for them to walk, it's not too hot for me to walk, and everybody's just happy. So as far as I'm concerned, I absolutely love the UK weather. minus the grey, dreary days. I don't really like those. Number 2 is the dogs. Yeah, yay, huh? Getting to experience living abroad with our fur kids has just been like, me and Ben talk about it almost like every day. We're blown away how amazing it has been to have them in on the experience and how much they're changing and how much they're enjoying the experience as well. And like, these two aren't young. They turn 9 and 7 this year. They're older dogs, but you're just loving life, huh? Especially on the farm. And our lifestyle has changed from where Ben and I would sit around the house and, not do anything on the weekends to what's the next adventure for the dogs? Like, for this weekend, where are we going? What are we doing? Like, we just love being outside. And we love taking these guys with us and, for them getting to experience it all as well. And obviously, there's heaps of, what's the word? Like, just untruths about bringing your dogs from Australia to the UK and back. There's heaps of misinformation out there. And that's all well and good, but and there was heaps of strong opinions about taking your dog abroad, and we got lots of those opinions, absolutely. But I have said this before, and it is so true of my personality, I believe, is that if you really want something bad enough, you will find the way to make it happen. And I think that for Ben and I, moving abroad was a must, and taking our dogs was an absolute must. So if we couldn't have taken our dogs abroad, we wouldn't have gone. We just would not have moved here. So we found the way to be able to bring them. It was expensive. It was, I think, quite a bit stressful on them, also on us, but it is easily done. Especially when you use a transport company, and we did, and they handled all the nitty gritty stuff, but it's still a bit, stressful for you as well. But we would not have it any other way. These two, although you're being licky on camera at the moment, like, these two are absolute loves in our life, and it's just so cool you get to live here with us. Yes, you love the UK. This dog, for instance, scared of water for his entire life. Take him camper vanning. These two, that's the other thing, these two absolutely love camper vanning, which is awesome because we love camper vanning. The plan is to get and live in a camper van. They're going to be happy, we're going to be happy, it's going to be happy days. But we took them to Wales in a camper van, and this one starts swimming in the lake in Wales and having the best time ever. He thinks he's chasing the ducks, but he's on a extender lead, so he goes about 8 meters and then he kind of rolls, goes around and comes back again. But he thinks he's having the best time ever. He's never going to catch a duck. We would never let that happen, but he thinks he is, and he was having the time of his life. And then ever since then, that was months and months ago, and ever since then, body of water, he sees a duck, he's hopping in. So yeah, number 2 was the dogs. Number 3 is the personal growth and the growth as a couple. We've had some amazing times here. Like, you'd only just have to look at my Instagram, which is like an itty bitty insight into what we've been able to experience. And, oh my God. Are you there yet? You finished? You done? Can I keep filming? Yeah? Okay. All right. Are you good? I don't know if you... Why are you looking at me like that? What? I've got him. He's all excited now. I think he thinks he's getting something, and I was just telling him to stop. Anyway, you guys are making this very hard to film, but I love you. So I don't even know where I was up to. Personal growth, I think. Yeah, was I just starting? Oh, now he's picking a toy out of his toy box, which means he's gonna run around. Bring it here. Come on, show the camera. Go and pick a toy. Go on. Over in the corner. There's a video, you should go check it out, of their toy box and all the toys because they are obsessed. Come on. Oh, you're looking for Ducky. I know, he's looking for his Ducky. Well, I don't know where you put him. We were looking for Ducky. I was sitting on him. There you go. There's Ducky. All right, let Mummy finish this video, please, and then we'll play with Duck. Okay, so, yeah, so whilst we've experienced really amazing things for the 15 months that we've been away, there's also been some really awful things. One of those things being Ben having thyroid cancer. Thyroid cancer. Cancer. The C word, cancer. While we are in a, I guess, foreign country, meaning it's not, you know, our home country. We have no family support here. We've made friends here, but we don't have them right, you know, near where we're living or anything like that. And that was bloody tough to navigate. And I think it would have been tough to navigate in Australia. And then it happened here. And there's a lot of issues with the health system here. And it was one of the most stressful things I think we've ever been through. And I think, like, if you'd like for me to talk about this some more, let me know. I would also, you know, more than happy to do a video on it. And let you guys know, because I think even with the little bits that we did put on social media, I don't think anyone would really comprehend what we went through for quite a few months. And then obviously what Ben went through, having to get surgery, get half his thyroid removed. And just in the last few weeks, his cancer has been upgraded. So basically, it's been removed, but the level of care essentially now gets upgraded to more frequent meetings with the surgeon and more blood tests and stuff like that, which is good. But yeah, so how we handled that as a couple and individually, you know, if I did this video a few months ago, I probably would have said, you know, we were barely hanging in. And it was one of the hardest things we've ever been through. And now I'm on that, you know, push through the hard stuff. And I just think, holy hell, we did that together with no one else, essentially. You know, it's just him and me on this side of the world and the dogs. And we pushed through, and we have absolutely grown a crazy amount as a married couple, and also individually, because we've both had separate struggles since we've been here. There's been lots of ups and downs. You miss home, you miss your friends, you question what you're doing, and then you go and have these amazing trips like Iceland and Spain, and you kind of, it is a roller coaster. It is a massive roller coaster. So the growth personally, and yeah, as together as a couple, because it is just me and him against the world here. It's just been difficult, but amazing. Now that we're, you know, on the other side of such a stressful time, and yeah, and I think on that note, I am going to say this in this bit here about mental health, because I have kept quiet about my own mental health problems. I don't like that word. Mental health. I don't know what the word is. Just mental health. Full stop. But I'm not going to be anymore. Like, I'm not going to be silent, and I'm not going to be silenced. I don't care about putting it out in the world. Don't care in the sense. I don't care that, you know, I may be judged, or people might, you know, view this one way and I mean it another. I don't care. I'm going to talk about it because it's important to me. It's part of who I am. And I think that people keep this stuff on the down low way too much. If more people opened up, you know, and it became more recognized, it became more easily addressed, like, it would just make life easier for everybody, people with mental health, and people who supporting people with mental health issues. I need to think of a word that doesn't kind of have a negative connotation to it, like you've got mental health issues, like, yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. So back home, before we were coming, quite a few people were worried about how my mental health would go, being abroad. And at that point, like, if you looked back at everything that was going on and whatever, they probably had, more than enough reason to be worried about me. And there was just something within me, like maybe like a fire in my belly, or something that sits here in your chest or your soul, kind of sitting here, and that just told me, don't be held back by your mental health. You need to push through, because it's going to get better and it's going to get easier, and you're going to handle things better when you're there. And that's exactly what's happened. I've gone from seeing a psychiatrist up to 3 or 4 times a week, just to have someone to, get whatever's up here out. And we've been here 15 months, and I finally got my first appointment that I've been waiting for since March, when I decided to at least go and check in how the system works here and whatever. We'd been here since June the year before, so it took me a year, and then I thought, I'll just do it so that I've always got that to lean back on, and I can go, can I make an appointment? I need to chat to somebody. And I went and saw someone yesterday, and it was more just like a general chit chat in terms of like my history and that type of thing. And I thought to myself, when I got out of that appointment, I was like, oh my God, it's been 15 months and I've done all of that shit on my own. So can I get a hell yeah? Because I'm actually, when you step back and take stock, I couldn't, 15 months ago, I couldn't handle anything in my life. I needed constant support. I needed to constantly be talking to someone to flesh out problems and issues and stuff that I would, in my head. And it's been 15 months and I've done that shit on my own. So I'm super proud of myself. It's been hard, of course. But just that alone, the personal growth in that alone is just like mind-blowing. But yeah, I should probably stop talking I should move on to the next one, because we'll be here forever. But if you'd like that type of video, let me know. I'm also in the really long, withdrawn out process of writing a book in relation to my mental health and my story. A memoir is what I was kind of going for. So, if that ever comes to fruition, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But number 3 was the personal growth and the growth as a married couple. Number 4, this one's a bit of an obvious one. Not to the Brits though, just obvious to probably Australians. The travel opportunity. It blows my mind how quickly, easily, and how it's quite affordable to go to other countries and experience other other ways of life and other culture, and just it absolutely blows my mind. I still pinch myself that we went to Iceland. Who do you know that's been to Iceland? Do people, is that a thing that people go to Iceland? I could never imagine myself in Australia going, oh yeah, we're going on a holiday to Iceland. It just wouldn't be a thing, I don't reckon. But you can get a flight to Iceland, and I got them relatively cheap. I cannot remember how much they cost. But it took 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours, and we were in a completely different country. That blows my mind. I think last time when Ben and I did the sort of country count, we were at 24 or 23. He'd gone to a few extra ones that I hadn't gone to, but we just lumped them together and counted. Yeah, and between us, it was like 24 different countries that we've been to. Like, we've been to Albania. We, like, I don't know anyone who's been to Albania. Like, it's just, it just is crazy. And the things that you see and the places that you visit, and, you know, you don't even need to, like, go to a new country. We drive half an hour down the road and you're in the Cotswolds, which is like world renowned as some of the most beautiful places in the world. Like, it's just stunning there. On the weekend, maybe this weekend or next weekend, we're not sure, but we want to go hiking, and we're going to go to the Peak District, and it's meant to be just stunning. And it's like, I think it might be like an hour and a bit away, or it's under 2 hours away. Like, it's just crazy. And I guess that's also because we're new here. So I guess if you ask Brits that live around here, they've probably never been to half these places, but it's all new and exciting for us anyway. So the travel opportunities and the fact that you can just literally be in another country, experiencing another way of life and culture in a matter of hours with a minimal budget is just, it's so good. That's what we thrive off. Like, we went almost 12 months, just under 12 months, I think, of not going abroad from the UK. And me and Ben were like, oh my, like, we were miserable. We were just like, we need to go somewhere and experience that, like, excitement. And then we did Spain and Iceland in a matter of 2 weeks, and it was just like, again, that's my new favorite thing apparently. But like, here's another example. December, we've got 4 days booked in December, and we're going to Latvia. I told someone in England that we were going to Latvia, and they said, where's Latvia? Like, I've never heard of Latvia. If a Brit hasn't even heard of Latvia, like, surely other people in the world don't know about it either. And it's apparently got to have some of the best Christmas markets in the entire world. And if I had more than 5 things to talk about, Christmas markets would be its own thing. Like, why have I never experienced Christmas markets before? They are the most beautiful, like, lovely, warming, like, best feeling thing that I've ever done is go to a Christmas market and get, like, Bailey's hot chocolate, and oh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I said that I wasn't going to actually add that because I only got 5 things. But yeah, so number 5 is travel opportunities. Just jump on my Instagram, and I always post, like, what we're doing and where we've been and stuff like that. And then some of these places are just, like, yeah, the coolest places in the world. So yeah. Okay, we've come to the end of the video. It is number 5. The rest of those things weren't kind of in any particular order, but this one is definitely almost the number 1, I think. And that would be the memories. It's not, you know, we enjoy all of this experience, but it's not until you sit back and take stock that you go, holy hell, this is so cool. And I often say to Ben, like, okay, it might be this way or that way at the moment, but you just wait till we are old and grey, we're sitting in our rocking chairs, we're holding hands, and we go, look back on all of this stuff that we've done and go, holy hell, what a ride. And that's what my life, I want my life to be. I want my life to be, holy hell, like, that was amazing. And I think that's what we're doing here. We're going, holy hell, these are going to be amazing memories for us. And hopefully, you know, one day we'll be able to do this with a family. The neighbour walked past. So yeah, we'd love to also do this with a family and have, you know, kids of ours get to experience this crazy, wonderful life. So number 5 was memories. All right, I have talked way too much. It was meant to be like a 10-minute video, so I hope you're still watching. Yeah, I should stop talking. That's it. So I thank you to everyone who keeps coming back and watching my videos. It makes me so happy. Subscribe and you'll get a little like alert to say that the Lutz abroad have uploaded a new video, so that you can keep up to where I'm at. We've got another video coming to you very soon, because it should be filmed on the weekend when my lovely husband gets home. And please put a little thumbs up on a video if you like it, because that helps my channel immensely. So don't be a silent standby person. Like it, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys soon. So from Leo, Lamar, me, and Ben, who's not here, thank you so much. We love you all, and we will see you in a new video. Bye. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark, do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark, do 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 do, daddy shark. Grandma shark, do 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 do, grandma shark, do do. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a lot of kisses. Oh, thanks very much. Okay. Oh, thank you. I love you. I love you. No, I love you. He ran away. Oh, I love you.